My name is Terra. I'm a geologist in Midland, Texas. Well, I had originally started floating about 4 months ago when I was in San Diego, and I really enjoyed it. So after coming back from San Diego, where I first experienced floating, I was really looking forward to trying to find a place in the Permian to continue floating. And I had some not so great experiences at another facility and found Float Spa of Midland. It was very easy to make an appointment, showed up, and was pleasantly surprised by the beauty of the facility, the level of service, the cleanliness, and had a really great first float experience. For me, I was looking for a way to relax and de-stress, and I'd heard a lot about floating. I actually do the sauna and float combo. I had already had familiarity with sauna, and the place that I was trying the sauna had a float spa, so I decided to complement that experience with the float, and it took a little bit of getting used to. I definitely need the first 4 floats or so to get used to it. But after that, it's a level of relaxation that I can only describe as close to meditation. So it's a complete disconnect from my phone, from the busyness of life, and just time that I can spend with myself and spending more time relaxing and self-care. The stress level of life day to day for everyone now is very busy. I mean, between work responsibilities, keeping up with email, just trying to keep up with the pace of life, I found that I was always on the go, always thinking about the next thing I needed to do, and there was very little time to just stop and disconnect and not have those to-do list items right in front of me. And so floating gives me an opportunity to set that time aside and spend just relaxing and giving back to me. I try to float 2 times a week. I'm one of the unlimited members, and I try to do once on the weekend and once during the week. If I can fit in another, I will. But it's really helpful for me to have those multiple times a week. To me, just once a month for my own needs isn't enough. During the week, especially if it's a really stressful week, I can quiet my mind, get the to-do list items of the day out of my head, and go back home and go to bed with a much more calm spirit, able to get into a deeper, more restful sleep. I just feel like my sense of my breathing is deeper. My mind is just quieted. During the weekend, when I have a little bit more bandwidth, I find that that actually gives me time to think through more creative type problems. And my job has a level of creativity to it that on the weekend, when I'm away from the to-dos of email and all that, I can come up with new ideas that I normally wouldn't have the time or attention to be able to do. So it's a little bit different depending on the day of the week I come in and what's going on in my life when I come in. For me, the value of the membership is when I look at the opposite of, I've been through burnout. I know what that's like. I know how severe that it can impact my life if I don't prioritize my self-care and mental health. And for me, being able to have access to a facility like this with unlimited floating, unlimited sauna, a very beautifully designed facility, very relaxing, that value is definitely there for me. I think it made more sense to become an unlimited member based on my own needs versus an a la carte member. So I think the value is way more justified than going through burnout and putting myself last and just trying to continue on that treadmill versus giving back to me. So one of my favorite things about Float Spa of Midland is how relaxing the environment is. It's a very quiet environment. The relaxation room is a nice complement to the sauna and the float spa. I don't feel like I'm having to rush in and rush out. It's just a facility that you can hold space for yourself, and that it's designed for the client to be able to do that. And so I really recommend it for anyone who is needing some quiet time, some relaxation, and time for themselves. I've been to many other float spas and even in large cities, and the level of service here to have the hot tea waiting for you and the chairs to relax in and a very nicely appointed room to get ready after you do your float. Those things are very appreciated. I don't leave here feeling like, not to be crass, but like a soggy wet dog. I'm able to take time and leave feeling totally refreshed and relaxed. And the staff here, the level of service and detail that they provide to make sure that clients have that, I haven't seen at another float spa. If you're looking for a luxury float spa experience in Midland, call the Float Spa of Midland.